Hello, dear Sagittarius. Welcome to Divine Debut. Let's see what's going on with this eclipse. What will be happening for you? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. You can watch your Venus, your Mars. So those who've got Venus or Mars in Sag, let's see what's going on for you around this eclipse. So Sagittarius, please, Spirit. What's going on for Sagittarius? What will this eclipse show Sagittarian people? We've got Temperance, beautiful. We've got the Sun. And we've got the Ten of Wands. Wow, Ten of Wands. We've got the Empress, the Eight of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. Okay, dear Sagittarius, looks like this could be speaking to you and what it is that you're working on. We know that we've got very powerful energies. You know, as the Sun and the Moon come together, this is a new moon. So it's a new beginning. What I see here is something that you've been working on, something that you've been hoping for, waiting on. We do have Temperance here, and Temperance does speak to divine timing, and she's connected to the Empress, which could also be a mother. Some of you may have been trying to fall pregnant, you know, to the ability to become parents, become a mother. Okay, I see that maybe this has been difficult for you, but the Ten of Wands says that you come to the end of that. Things will start to move now. There's a sort of a stuck energy because you've been carrying a heavy burden, but you've been very driven, very much standing in your truth and hoping to expand. Remember, we've got the Empress, which is Venus, and Venus does speaks to things that we love. It speaks to manifesting an abundance and something that you've been very patient for, very much creating as well, and this is just what you desired very much so. So maybe Spirit is now showing you that the Ace of Swords, this is a powerful card. It's the ability to start something new. Whatever you're letting go of, which may have been a bit of a burden, is sort of setting you free. So a sense of freedom, a freedom to expand, a freedom from being bogged down, burdened. Okay, things are starting to pick up. This could also speak to flight travel. This is Archangel Michael here. So flight travel and wanting to maybe even move house for some of you. Okay, could also be to a long distant country. Maybe go and visit your mother. Okay. Ace of Swords is a victory card, we know. And it is you standing in your truth and getting your justice. Okay, there's a lot of heart in this. So where there is heart and there's patience and there's the ability to put in the work, you've got the ability to create something very positive indeed. This could also be a business, a new business for you, something that you've always wanted to do. Okay, this would probably be the time for you, dear Sagittarius. Very positive. Let's see what the Wisdom of the House of the Night Oracle cards want to reiterate to you, want you to know. What does Spirit want Sagittarius to know? What's going on for Sagittarius around this eclipse? We know it's a new moon. Wow. Oh my God. The card of chaos. Chaos means it's very much the Tower moment. It's a 9. 9 means being close to the end. My child, you have nothing to fear. I am here to remind you that after a storm, the air is cleared and life will begin again, even better than before. The silly thing is, if you refuse to take shelter, you will get soaked, and you may have to repair a lot of damage. If you created the chaos, you will have to clean it up. But if others are the cause, you must step out of it and wait out the storm. You will be glad you did. A good thing to say to yourself is, no drama. And with your positive attitude, I'm wanting to say, dear Sagittarius, all will be well here. Now, the chaos could be around you, could be in relation to a mother, your mother, or anything to do with what, you are burdened with. It's something that you desire, something you've been hoping for. It could be chaos around it, and the chaos could also open the road up for what it is that you were wishing for. We've got divine masculine here. He holds Mars on his chest, so Mars does speak to courage, the courage to transition, to move. This is Jupiter in Sagittarius towards a wish fulfillment, and this is the Tower, very similar to the Tower, number 16. So those changes will bring a wish fulfillment. Obviously, as I said, some of you could be transiting, literally moving to another place of the world, somewhere where your heart has been calling you to go, literally or metaphorically. All right, dear Sagittarius, so I will leave it there. I'm wishing you well. Thank you so much. Hello, dear Capricorn, and welcome to Divine Debut. Sorry about that. This is your reading in relation to the eclipse, the total solar eclipse in Sagittarius. What's going on for Capricorn, please, Spirit? What's going on for Capricorn with this eclipse? And remember, eclipse energies do last. So this is not only for the day of the eclipse. Okay, what's going on for Capricorn, please, Spirit? Two of Wands, King of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords. Goodness me. Goodness me. There is a choice that's being made, and it's connected to truths. Could be connected to divorce, separation, or anything to do with legalities and work, around work or around your personal life. We've got the Eight and the Nine of Pentacles, which is transition or something that's really hard work. Work connected to truth, to legalities, to information. And there's a fated change going on here, which is going to put you in a position of power. And I don't know if some of you could be closing up a relationship, ending a relationship with an air sign. Could be an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. And someone's going to be disappointed, heartbroken here. This could also be a legal matter connected to your finances and your work, which does bring a sense of disappointment here. What the Three of Swords says to me, generally, because the Wheel of Fortune is here, and the Wheel of Fortune usually brings justice. It brings changes, endings. Some of you were not, maybe not ready to stand as an individual. Some of you maybe could be losing financially as well. Maybe these changes are costing you, and that's the disappointment. Or some of you could be closing the door on someone and going it alone, and therefore breaking the heart of someone else. Let's see what's going on, because this could also speak to a love triangle because of the Three of Swords. Some truths are going to come to light. Someone's doing their homework. They're doing their searching. So they could see things that have been hidden. This relates, dear Capricorn, I don't know if this is you. This is a divine feminine here. She's very grounded. Usually someone that's quite quite cerebral, quite intelligent. The ring. The ring speaks to a contract. But something is hidden here that you could be finding out about. Either that or you're hiding something that someone else is finding out. It could be connected to a marriage or to a contract. Again, the ring can speak to a cycle. This could be also a difficult end to a cycle, but that will put you on a path of more abundance, a path of knowing your worth, on a path that may be difficult for you, dear Capricorn, and you are very much about leadership. You know, you're used to difficulties. You're very strong usually. I don't know why. I feel as though it's you doing this to someone else. You could be doing the searching here, connected to someone maybe that hasn't been very truthful for you. With the owls here, obviously, this is, some of you may feel as though you've sacrificed too much for the wrong reasons. Sacrificed or worked hard on something, or worked towards something that was not worth it in the end. But this is like a lesson to you. Some sort of knowledge is coming to you. It's just that Three of Swords that's really putting me off. Otherwise, I would say that this is really great financially. Maybe this is something that has been hidden and will be shown to you. Or maybe your perception of something, of a heartbreak, was wrong. Maybe you deceived yourself. That could be the case as well. So thank you, dear Capricorn. I am wishing you well. Ta-da. Oh wow, dear Capricorn, I forgot to take a message for you from the wisdom of the House of the Night. I do apologize. So for Capricorn, please, Spirit, what does Capricorn need to know? What is the advice from Spirit? Here we are. This is your message, and we have honesty. Honesty. Well, okay, so I did speak of something like that. Let's read it quickly. Now is the time to be absolutely honest with yourself about what you want, what you're thinking about, what your motives and real feelings are. Honesty is the way to truly step into your power. When you choose honesty above all else, as your goddess, I will send you courage to do what's right. This is also a time to demand honesty and integrity from others. You have a right to get clear messages. There is the greatest freedom and power in telling the truth. All right. So I hope that resonates for you, dear Capricorn. Ta-da. Hello, hello, dear Aquarius. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see what's going on for you and this solar eclipse. Aquarius and the solar eclipse, please, Spirit. What does Aquarius need to know? How will they be affected by this new moon solar eclipse? Aquarius. Aquarius, thank you. All right, Aquarius, we have the Five of Cups. So there's some form of regrets here, emotional hardship. Ooh, and lots of changes going on connected to your perception, communication, and your emotions. We've got the Hanging Man, so you feel as though you're hanging, you're hung upside down, you're not able to do anything, move. This is a very heavy burden for you. Looks like this could be costing you financially as well. We've got the Four of Cups here. Four of Cups is like a missed chance. Lots of changes, lots of conflict here. Could be with another water sign. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, more than likely. Maybe a hold-up, or someone's holding you, not accepting your cup. This has been very emotional for you. Maybe if you're dealing with another water sign, because the Five of Swords could speak to more than, more than two people. So what's going on here? Maybe that's why someone For some of you, that your cup is not being accepted, or this offer is not coming through. Love is not provided to you. Now you're regretting something to do with the past. But remember, the Five of Cups shows those two cups standing. So you're focusing on the past. Now we've got the Bear, two difficult cards, and the Tower. Well, these, the Bear speaks to courage. It speaks to strength. It can speak to someone that's very motherly, but someone who's sort of blocking you, blocking that motherly protection here. This could speak to financial loss or a sense of emotional loss and solitude with the Tower. Remember, Pisces can speak to clandestine affairs, secrecy, a sense of imprisonment, feeling emotionally imprisoned, blocked. Maybe this is your perception. You're stuck in the past. This is wearing down on you, dear Aquarius. It's time for you to take charge of your life. Let's see what the wisdom of the House of the Night has got for you. A lot of the Aquarius, Saturn is really, really pushing your buttons. Saturn is really teaching you harsh lessons at this time. You're being challenged. It's a time to prove yourself. It's a time to stand strong and know that the power is within you. And we have wishing, number 19. Let's read that for you. And I'm going to say also, work could also be very competitive for you at this time as well, where you've created something, you've put a lot of effort into it, lots of disappointments and heaviness. It's the mice that I don't like at all, because this is an open wound in Libra, Chiron in Libra, which speaks to relationships or partnerships. You feel as though your time is running out. Number 19. My dear one, I hear your prayers, I know your heart, and I know what is for your highest good. Dreams do come true. Make sure your dream serves your highest purpose and does not take away from another. Be careful what you wish for. Remember the coins tossed in the wishing well. For every wish there is a price to be paid, and those coins that you are losing, this does speak to your stability. This could also be competition where work is concerned. Maybe, when the door is not open, it's saying that, and even this speaks to financial loss. When the door is not open, dear Aquarius, it's telling you to steer elsewhere. That's what I get. Remember the coins tossed in a wishing well. For every wish there is a price to be paid. Are you ready to spend the time and energy that your granted wish will require? Now is the time your wish will be fulfilled. So it's going to cost you. That depends on you, obviously. So just be careful what you wish for. And remember, this is a new moon. This is where we are very specific about what we wish for. The Bear can speak to someone standing in their power. Looks with the Queen of Cups here that you're very emotional and not taking action, not being ready to fight for what it is that you wish for. It's as though you're stuck in the past and maybe stuck in a cycle that's kept you in a rut. And wishing is not the only thing. We have to move towards it. You cannot leave things just up to spirit. You have to put in the effort, dear Aquarius. And you need to think positive. You've got the power within you to overcome any obstacles. Okay? And this can also speak to arrogance. So be careful. What we give to others is what we receive. Now, if you're dealing with an arrogant person and they're challenging you, maybe this is someone you wished for. If you've seen that they were not truly your wish fulfillment, then it's time to understand that. And there are other choices out there. All right, dear Aquarius, wishing you well. Thank you so much. Hello, dear Pisces, and welcome to Divine Debut. Let's see what's going on around this solar eclipse. A solar eclipse in Sagittarius. What's going on for Pisces, please, Spirit? Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and North Node. Of course, if you are familiar with those celestial bodies in your chart. Let's see what's going on for Pisces on this eclipse. Doesn't have to be only on the day, remember. It could be also in the near future. What's going on for Pisces? We've got the moon. A lot of deception. Someone's trying to make a decision, but they're not being open about it. There's a lot of fears connected to a decision. There's a dilemma here. There's lack of trust. The magician can speak to a trickster, but I think that all will be well. I don't know if this is just, I don't know if this is you sort of believing that someone's sort of tricked you and being very sneaky, or even though there are things that are hidden, could be connected to family, could be connected to the past. Some of you are trying to be intelligent and find an escape route from a difficult situation, which is going to put you in a position of, dilemma, and you're going to have to make a choice. You need to trust your intuition. I feel that that's what is sort of what you're lacking here. And you need to trust your intuition that you can move forward, that you can manifest what it is that you've been hoping for. Remember that the magician is an ace, and we've got the Ace of Pentacles and the Three of Cups, which does speak to maybe even a reconciliation for some of you, but a celebration of something that's long-term. Something that, Spirit is giving you the tools to make to manifest something that is of magic. You feel that it's magical. This is a card of intelligence. So you're trying sort of to connect. Maybe you haven't been trusting your intuition, but know that you've got the power within your hands. Now, if this is a love triangle and you've been deceived by someone, some of you may have been in a marriage. This could be what you are figuring out. It will be different for each of you. Let's see. Because the Three of Cups can speak to happiness, but it can also speak to three people in a situation. A magician could be someone that's just very good at lying. This could relate to business or matters of, your financial prosperity and where you stand. It can relate to a business or to a home. Let's see. We've got the clouds clearing and the sun comes through. So, wow. The closed book, very similar to the Seven of Swords. But this is also knowledge. The clouds are clearing. The confusion clears. News comes through. Communication. So those of you that are figuring out that there's been a rat around you, and this is going to be very sudden. There could be conflict. This could be you discovering that there is a third person in the picture here. Those of you that have been in a marriage or a commitment, this is a solar eclipse. It's going to reveal things that have been hidden. Now, someone may have been just quite deceptive and secretive with that book there. And if for those of you that felt that someone could be doing the dirty on you, and then you as a compassionate Pisces, you wanted to believe only the best, what is good, this is meant for you to find out, and maybe even to learn to trust your intuition. So it'll be different for each of you. We've got two cards, so we've got to take them. We have High Priestess of Water, Strong intuition that speaks to, and understanding. You see, it's all about your intuition and trusting that. Let's read the High Priestess of Water, which is the Pisces card, right? Water is a transforming element that flows in rivers, makes waves in the vast ocean, turns to hard, cold ice, and disperses as hot steam. Water can change into snowflakes, white, fluffy clouds, and rain. When you draw the symbol of water, it signifies a time when things in your life are changing shape right before your very eyes. Go with the flow, as these changes are powerful signs of wonderful experiences, lessons, and gifts. Even if you don't understand these changes at the moment, you will later. Let's read number 43, understanding. 43. It is one thing to read something or to hear something, but it is another thing to truly understand something. You are being asked to keep an open mind and heart and to allow yourself to absorb information as you receive it. Be open to the wisdom that can come only with time, patience, and perspective. Try to get outside of yourself and imagine what it is like to walk in someone else's shoes. To understand is to have power. So this could be saying that maybe there is a misconception. Maybe there's something else. It could be a misunderstanding here, which could put you in conflict, at odds with another person. It looks sneaky, but may not be. So the Three of Cups could say that all is well ends well, and that you need to trust your higher self if someone asking for you to trust them. So it's up to you, dear Pisces. You know better than I do. I do wish you well. Thank you so much. Wishing you all the best for this eclipse. Sounds quite very confusing and very up in the air. But remember that you've got two aces here, so do believe in yourself. Ta-da. Hello, dear Aries, and welcome to Divine Debut. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see what's going on this eclipse for you. Remember, eclipse energies do last, so this reading is not only for the 4th, 3rd, or 4th of December. Aries, okay, so you're going through some form of a justice or an injustice. Okay, this would more than likely be in your relationships. Libra is opposite you. So what's going on, dear Spirit, for Aries? We've got the Empress here, beautiful. 8 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. Okay. So something is going on, something that you're working on, something that you've created. Maybe it's just time. You've got a couple of cards which speak to balance. You've got slow and steady movement, Virgo. Virgo is all about the details. What this is saying to me is whatever you're working on, look at the details. That's what it's saying here. If you've been feeling unbalanced in a situation, remember that you're leaving conflict. Also, if you feel as though you haven't been nurtured, people have not been putting in the effort to nurture and love you and protect you, you're cutting them out of your life. You're also speaking your truth. This also reminds me of a meeting. This could be a meeting here. We've got the 6 of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles, which is very, very slow moving. I don't know if there is an age difference or a maturity difference between the two of you. If this is a situation concerning love, maybe you've been doing all the work. Those of you that are in a situation such as this, you're either speaking your truth and severing ties, or you're going to meet in the middle. They're going to meet you in the middle. Let's see. So the possibilities are endless here with the well. It speaks to strong emotions, deep emotions as well. you know, the bear is asking for courage, leadership. I do see that there's been blockages here as well. Now, I mean, we've got the bear and we've got the mother as well here. So we know that she's very creative, very much about abundance. This is all about things that you love. It's, you know, Libra again, Libra and Venus. Has your love partner or romantic partner, your romantic interest, have they put the effort in? Looks like someone could be getting more courageous, taking a position of power. Remember, the bear is Mars. It's Mars in Aries, which is you. So I don't know if they're meeting you halfway, if you've been the courageous one. Whatever this is in what you're creating or at work, there's going to be like a meeting in the middle where truths will be spoken. And we know that the Ace of Swords is also it's a strong victory card, which I like to see. Now the well speaks to a lot of water, so there could be confusion around what's going on. But also taking leadership will sort of open many doors, I feel, for you here. And I do feel that this is quite an accomplishment for you with that. We've got strong Saturnian energy, so you're working on something long-term. Something long-term. So what's going on for Aries with this eclipse? What does Aries need to know, please, Spirit? We have lust. Oh, my goodness. Lust, number 24. Okay. There is a fine balance between desire that is pure and the obsession that arises in the insatiable thrill of danger. Be careful that your desire remains good and that your wanting doesn't cause hurt to yourself or another. It is best that you move cautiously forward. If you're asking about a relationship, you may be developing an obsessive fever that will take a long time to recover from. Ask yourself, what is the nature of your desire? Why do you want this so badly? Beware, there is always a hidden agenda in lust. What is yours? So if this is not you, this could be someone else that you are dealing with. For those of you that, have been with someone that's quite deceptive and someone that's just been obsessed with you and very lustful, and this could also speak to like wanting to expand, desiring the ability to create, take a position of power. This is saying that sort of hold back on that. It did say be careful. Trust your intuition, I'm going to say. If you are in a connection where someone is coming as just, very sexual, and you're looking for something more, then you know that this is the time to use that Ace of Swords and sever ties if you're looking for something much more long-term and more emotional. Remember the mountain here speaks to obstacles. So there have been obstacles to the bear here, which the bear speaks to, strength, influence, a strength of character as well, but also dominance. So you know what your story is. Spirit is saying, make sure you know where you're heading towards. Take care. Now, if this is going to be a meeting, also if someone is more inclined towards a sexual connection and this is not what interests you, right? Because lust is very unhealthy. It's very much like the devil. This is like obsession. So do take care with these energies and make sure that all is okay. You know that the power is in your hands. Okay? All right, dear Aries, I will leave you with that. I'm wishing you well. Ta-da. Hello, dear Taurus, and welcome to Divine Debut. Let's see what's going on with this solar eclipse for you. What will be playing out? What is the potential? for Taurus, dear Spirit. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and North Node. If you are familiar with those in your chart, obviously. So where is your Venus? You can watch that sign. Where is your Mars? Mars is your passion. Venus is what you love. It's your money. Let's see what's going on with this solar eclipse. The North Node is your destiny. So Taurus, please, Spirit, what's happening for Taurus? Taurus, you've had a lunar eclipse in your sign a couple of weeks ago, so you are going through great changes, endings and new beginnings. Six of Swords, the Devil, Seven of Cups, King of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. Wow. You're coming into a difficult period. Some of you are wanting to take action, physical movement here towards something that you're obsessed with. This could be a very strong sexual connection. It could also be a clandestine connection. There's a lot of deception here, a lot of choices with the Seven of Cups, a lot of confusion. We've got the King of Wands, who does show up as very sexual. Many times the King of Wands to me can be Scorpio, which Taurus for you, that would be your relationship area. But this could also be just another side to you, and you could hold some fire in your chart. But I feel that the obsession could be around an earth sign. This Queen of Pentacles could also be a mother. We've got the King of Cups here, so this could be a love triangle. As I said, the outcome is sacrifice. It's emotional. There could be an obsession here, sexual obsession, but there could also be an emotional connection here with so many cups. This could be an emotional time for you. Or the King of Cups is someone who offers their heart on a platter. I don't know if it's, you know, let's connect physically first, and then I will offer you my heart. But, you know, I do feel here that this could be a karmic challenge for you with the Devil, which does speak to obsession, toxicity, a toxic cycle that you're in. What's going on? The Mountain, the blockages. The Mice speaks to disease and flaws and loss. So there's a lot of worry, connected to this time for you. I mean, we know that the mountain can speak to blockages, obviously, which is very Saturnian. It's as though you're being challenged to prove yourself, to stand in integrity, to be open with your heart. Maybe you've only been showing your desires recently, and as I said, some of you are obsessed and wanting to take physical action, physical movement towards what it is that whoever it is you want to connect to. There's a lot of dreamy energy, a lot of confusion, maybe miscommunication or missing pieces to the puzzle. I mean, there's a lot of worry connected to the Mice concerning matters of heart, which is on the King of Cups, and that is Scorpio. So I don't know if some of you have put love on the back burner because you've been working very hard at something, hoping to create something. That could be another thing as well. But there's a lot of hidden details here. The owls can also speak to wisdom, coming into wisdom, understanding something that's been worrying you. You'll come into the knowing of it. You will know through your intuition, maybe. We have differences. Let's read that for you and let's see what it's talking about. Number 36. As your goddess, I have seen many things since the beginning of time. Know that the intricate differences between all beings are sacred and good. You must learn to accept that others are not the same as you. It's important to allow others to express their own opinions. Consider the difference between an orange and an apple. Both are fruit, but they are different kinds. Is one more valuable than the other? I think not. All creatures, all beings have a right to their uniqueness. Try to see and hear the other person's side if you can. You know, the devil does speak to fears. This could also speak to fears of intimacy, or a fear towards moving forward. This is like stuck energy, or you've been stuck in a cycle because of the differences. The emotions, I would say, could also be different, because remember that we've got a King of Wands who's someone very creative, very much about taking action, taking leadership, and passionate about what they're working on, right? Very sexual. King of Cups, very different. Again, very open to love, very emotional. Queen of Pentacles, very much about being grounded long term. And I'm just wondering, this could also be a connection where Queen of Pentacles is someone who's wanting something long term and you're wanting a fling. Whatever the case is, this lack of balance, or the differences between you have caused difficulties here. These have been blockages. Now with the owls, it does speak to the birds as well. The birds can speak to communication. You could be clearing the air. Because the mice is also Chiron in Libra, an open wound where balance concerning connection, partnership is concerned. But this could also relate to differences in financial standing as well. Because we know Capricorn is usually the boss, someone who's at the top of their game, someone who's very very fiery, very much getting out there, whereas the Queen of Pentacles is very grounded, very stable, quite different. The energies are different here, but I would say that the King of Cups, which connects both, says that there is a love here, but there's differences as well. This could also be an offer of truth, or connecting on a higher level, a more emotional level. Someone may be opening up concerning their emotions. All right, dear Taurus, I'm wishing you well. Thank you. I do feel, look, we've got a black and white cat here. Two people that see things quite differently. And remember, cats do not trust. So maybe there are trust issues that are eating away at you because of the Seven of Cups. All right, love and light. All the best. Hello, dear Gemini, and welcome to Divine Debut. Let's see what's going on with this eclipse and your life, how you are being affected, possibly. Now, obviously, this is in your house of partnerships, so it will be very interesting for you. We know eclipses do eclipse something out of our lives. Some of you could be shedding an old relationship, something that you needed to let go. Even if it's not romance, it could be a business partnership. But it could be any relationship that you'll be seeing. You'll be seeing things that have been secret or hidden, connected to other people in your life. So let's see what's going on for Gemini, dear Spirit. So this eclipse is very important for you too. Gemini, thank you, dear Spirit. We've got the Knight of Wands, the World card, the Ace of Cups, Temperance, Eight of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. You know, you are the third sign that's had the Ace of Swords in that position. The Ace of Swords speaks to victory, but it also speaks to severing ties, getting the truth. You know, Sagittarius is all about the truth. Let's see what the wisdom of the House of the Knight holds for Gemini. You've got strong Sagittarian energies here, as well as Saturnian energies. Let's see. And Pisces is strong in your reading with all the fish here. We have hope. Hope, that's a nice one. We'll read from the book in a moment, and it does show the moon. So, okay, we know that the Knight of Wands could be Sagittarian energy. It looks like something is coming to a peak with a volcano in the background. This is something to do with the world, someone who's traveling, connected to maybe someone who could be at a physical distance to you, someone that maybe you desire, or a trip maybe that you're wanting to take, or someone coming in towards you. This could be the beginning, because this Ace of Cups here it is an ace, and you've got a couple of aces which speak to potential for new beginnings. It may have been tears of joy or tears of sadness connected to something that you completed, something that you desired very much so in the past. And Spirit, Archangel Michael here, Temperance, is saying that there is hope. There's the word hope again. That there is hope, and it's all happening in divine timing, but there's certain blockage, or this is your perception of being blocked. Now it's as though you're ready to take a gamble on something, and you're looking for your way into the world. This is the compass. Okay, you're ready to take a risk, to take that journey, to see which way you've got to head. And we've got the sun here, so whatever you're looking for relates to matters of heart for you. Your happiness could be at a physical distance or pointing you to a certain direction in another part of the world. I mean, Sagittarius also speaks to, traveling the world, or this is what you believe. This could also be very much about spirituality, being connected to someone spiritually and hoping for this to become real. If you've been at a physical distance, I do see a lot of desire here and a lot of frustration as well. So if you are between two worlds, because even Temperance is pouring from one cup to another, and you're in another connection which you've been hoping maybe a cycle in your life to end, Temperance is saying that it's happening at a certain time, but your perception is sort of holding you back, or that you're needing to sever ties with what needed to go from your life, because the dice speaks to two, taking a big gamble, playing, hedging your bets. But whatever you're looking for, you find it. The key is here, and the cage is open. The cage is open. Let's see what the card of hope says, number 27. When the moon is hidden in the darkest forest, it is hard to see your next step. It is hard to see your next step. And it is easy to give in to the fear that there will never be safety or light again. I'm here to guide you when you have lost your way, whispering to you to maintain faith, and good things will come your way once more. Take one step forward. Take one step toward your dream. I will take 2 steps toward you to help you achieve it. Have hope, and only good will come of it. So it's saying to take the next step and to step forward in hope. So for those of you that have felt that there is no hope and you're feeling lost, you took a gamble maybe, or you're in between two situations, maybe made a wrong choice, even if this consists of business, or as I said, it's in relation to your 7th house, so connected to other people. You find the key, you find the way to a sense of freedom. This could also speak to closing up a major chapter in your life, maybe even getting out of a dark and difficult time or connection where you lost yourself. You lost yourself, but hope is still here. Do not lose that, dear Gemini, and I will leave you with that. Wishing you well. Thank you so much. Hello, dear Cancer, and welcome to Divine Debut. Thank you so much for joining me here. Let's see what's going on with this total solar eclipse in the sign of Gemini, on the axis Gemini, did I say in Gemini? In Sagittarius, on the axis Gemini and Sag. So what's going on, dear Cancer, for you? Remember, the eclipse energies do last, so this reading is not only for the day of the eclipse. Let's see what's going on for Cancer, please, Spirit. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and North Node. What's going on for Cancerian people? We have the King of Cups, Two of Wands, Knight of Cups, the World card, the Two of Cups, and the Six of Cups. This is incredible. Love is coming in for you. Love is coming in for you, and this could be someone that comes from a different area of the world as well. Some of you could be closing a cycle where there hasn't been enough love. Some of you may have been also married, and maybe children kept you in an unhappy cycle of your life. The choice was difficult here, obviously. We go from the King to the Knight, you see. But we've got the Two of Cups and the Six of Cups. If that's not nostalgia, then I don't know what is. If that's not someone from your past, or someone that you feel is from your past, that you've known them forever, then I don't know what is. And this could also be someone that's from a different area of world, or someone who also could be from a different religious group. Or let's see what the wisdom of the House of the Knight holds for you. Six of Cups does speak to coming into balance. I do feel that there's a sense of reconciliation here. We've got love. Well, this is obvious here. Let's see what the Lenormand holds before I read from the book for you. So you have had challenges concerning an agreement, or, you know, coming into balance, being able to look at the other person in the eyes. Someone has had fear in, you know, coming forward, doubts that they will be hurt with that Knight of Cups. Let's see what's going on. Cancer. We've got the owls, and the owls keep showing up for many signs. This could be, you could be connecting to a Piscean person, someone who's got strong Pisces. We've got Scorpio as well. The owls do speak to wisdom, knowledge, or maybe even hidden things. We've got the fox, so this is a hidden connection. The fox speaks to sneakiness, stealth, being on the hush-hush. He's looking towards the past. So someone's trying to strategize, do something in secrecy here. Be careful, because you can be found out with the owls there. And we've got the house. The house could speak to a family unit, or it can speak to getting caught out from someone in the family. This could be a secretive meeting as well. Someone is ready to take the journey. They've made their choice. There's a window of opportunity that opens up here to either travel, or to maybe even end something that was very karmic. Or maybe you're in the process of ending a relationship that was not healthy for you, and now you're moving towards a soulmate connection. Maybe some of you kept this because of your children, kept it secret. For those that are not leaving another connection, and this could be you may be holding secrets. You know, this could be a connection on the hush-hush because of your children, because of your you don't know if this is going to be stable, but this looks wonderful. This looks absolutely wonderful. Let's read the love message, number 10. Choosing this symbol is a powerful sign that love in all forms is in your life now. There is a responsibility to this also. You must give love freely without conditions and love others because your heart is open. There is something else here to consider. Love can be a confusing force too, and can sometimes ask a sacrifice of you. If your heart is aching and feels like it's broken, know that love has a greater love for you later. No matter where you are in your life right now, love has come to guide you into an important experience. Trust in love. And I want to point out or to amplify that word, trust. Trust. This relationship cannot stand. This is a relationship concerning trust. And, you know, with the children here, trust that those for you that, you know, you've got children and you're scared to open up. Trust that the love between you and your children, they will understand. Okay, because the fox does speak to stealth, and this could be a boomerang that that could come back and hit you in the head later on. So that's what I feel the messages are for you, dear Cancer. You know that the World card can also speak to a very victorious ending to something, so completing a journey very victoriously, even though it was not an easy journey. It can be a physical or a metaphorical, or just a major chapter that you are closing and things are changing now. They're coming through as more balanced, more stable. All right, so I will leave you with that. Love and light, dear Cancer, wishing you well. Hello, dear Leo, and welcome to Divine Debut. Thank you for being here. Let's see what's going on with this eclipse, the total solar eclipse. It's a new moon in Sagittarius, so it's in trine to you. And trine is a good aspect, but let's see what's going on. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and North Node. For Leo, what's going on around this eclipse time? Thank you, dear Spirit. Thank you for your guidance, Leo. What does Leo need to know? What will be playing out? We've got Temperance. That's so similar, is it not? You're juggling two things, trying to decide, or you're working very hard and you're waiting for your ships to come through, or you're choosing between two people, or you're trying to decide whether you're going to take that journey, travel towards a love connection. Two cups, two pentacles. This is a soulmate connection. You're hoping for that wheel of fate. You're hoping for that sense of freedom to be able to take charge, or whatever has been going on for you. A partnership. Could be a partnership, something that you're working, someone that you're working with. We've got two cards that show the ship, a ship, and with the Wheel of Fortune, which does speak to changes, karmic changes. Two tens, so there is a completion, something, some form of a burden or something that's been up in the air that you've been waiting on is completing here. Your burdens end. I do feel that there's a sense of positivity, obviously, with Jupiter. The card of Jupiter, especially with the Two of Cups. We know Jupiter expands on everything, so this is a great love that could be at a physical distance as well. Some of you maybe have been working extra hard to be able to take a journey. We could see that you could be also completing a cycle. If this is a business partnership, this could also be a relationship, long distance relationship as well. I mean, Temperance does speak to healing, so you're needing to heal something, and it's all happening in divine timing, and the time is now with the Wheel of Fortune. It's now or never, I feel here. Some of you could be also choosing between two different people, two different partnerships. We've got the magnifying glass. So you're looking closely at something here. We've got the bear. The bear speaks to taking charge, a position of power, protecting, being protective. Some of you could be a mother as well. The bear speaks to courage and strength. Let's see. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Now the snake can speak to a third person, another woman, or it speaks to a very strong physical connection. But you're going through many, many changes. The bear I see as very much connected to dominance. It's as though you're trying to find your way. You're looking for a way from, getting away from anything that was burdensome. So blocking this connection from coming in. The snake can also speak to Scorpio energies, so something secretive or something that was forbidden. Something that is forbidden. Something that you need to be courageous about or take leadership. Let's see what the wisdom of the House of the Knight speaks to. The cards are saying that they're saying that you've been doing the work. You've needed to stand and be courageous. And that's where, that's how the changes will be playing out in your life. So for those of you that, are in between two worlds, and you've had a new love connection coming through, or some of you could also be terminating or coming to an end concerning burden and love matters. You could be turning your back. And you may have been dealing with someone that was doing this to you. So let's see what the wisdom of the House of the Knight has for Leo. We've got self-worth. Self-worth. Let's read it from the book for a moment. Number 32. Do you believe in yourself, or do you behave in a way that tells others you are not worthy? All my children act with self-respect no matter the circumstances they come from. Self-worth and self-esteem mean that you will not allow yourself to be led into compromising situations. I'm wondering if you could be a mother and you are protective of your cubs, your children, that may be lacking in self-worth. Love yourself, for I, Nyx, love you dearly and want the best for you. Act as though you are worthy of only the best, and you shall have it. Keep your head high. The keep your head high, that speaks to a lot. Maybe you've been dealing with someone that was just very dominating in your life, someone that was very quite unhealthy. Maybe you were, I want to take one more card here. If you were someone's second choice, it's time to let them go and turn your back. Let's see what this snake is. Yeah, this could speak to divorce. 11 is the whip, and 11 also speaks to justice. And remember, it's two aces here, again a 2. If you haven't been in sync or in harmony, you should be coming into that. We see here that the changes will bring you to a sense of ending what this burden was all about, and you need to move towards what it is that you desire. This is the Ace of Wands. So you could be seeing something, discovering something that is very unhealthy for you. You need to stand strong and use that whip. Okay, this speaks to conflict. It speaks to debates or oppositions or arguments. This will not last long though. If this is a love relationship also where Maybe you've been doing all the work and someone hasn't been pulling their weight. This could be a transformative time where things will change. You're going to stand strong and be the lion that you are, dear Leo. So I will leave you with that. Thank you so much. I'm wishing you well. Hello, hello, dear Virgo, and welcome to Divine Debut. Let's see what's going on with this total solar eclipse. Now, you are a mutable sign, so you are in a challenging position with this new moon. Something needs to happen here. Something could be quite challenging for you. You could be seeing some truths that could be quite difficult, or you know, a square aspect in astrology is not easy, but it's you know, it's asking that you delve into things and take action. Okay, so it's saying not to be hesitant. You are very diligent anyway. So let's see what's going on with this new moon solar eclipse, where the light of the sun is going to be totally blocked out. Now, mutable signs are coming out of the firing line with the eclipses ending. Mutable signs, so you and Pisces, which is opposite you, as well as Sagittarius and Gemini. So you've proven yourself. Let's see what this eclipse will show you, which Sagittarius, usually very optimistic. Let's see. We have Ace of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, the Fool card, Four of Cups, Five of Wands, Two of Wands. Let's see what the Lenormand holds for Virgo. So we've got a fair bit of fire here. There is some conflict concerning an offer coming in, maybe a missed offer from the past. This is a new cycle. You've got the Fool card here. The Fool card, remember, speaks to someone ready to go on a journey. So the light comes on. This is your card, the Knight of Pentacles, unless it's you strategizing something and moving towards something that you desire. Could be a sexual connection, could be a connection that you desire. Looks like the emotional part of the connection has been missing. There's been conflict maybe because of that. Some of you may feel as though someone's taking you for a ride, but I do see that there is a choice here. The door opens, you see the light. Let's see what the Lenormand has for Virgo. This could also speak to some of you wanting to take a journey, wanting to take a leap of faith into something new. A door opens, you get choices here, and you're at a dilemma, right? Leaving something that maybe you desired in the past, maybe it's run its course, or maybe it's fizzled out. And you know, Five of Wands many times does speak to a group effort or just a family unit. Four of Cups, some of you being maybe in a marriage that was not what you had hoped it would turn out to be. We've got the mask, so there's something to do with deception. The masks are falling. The light comes on. We've got communication. This can also speak to gossip. Pay attention. Be careful if you are communicating with others. Now, the birds can speak to stress or information that comes through after a lack of knowing. Again, we've got 4 birds and we've got 5 and 4 here. And we've got the moon, and the moon in the Lenormand does speak to a very deep connection. Let's take another card on the masks here. Wow. Wow, dear Virgo. So there's been deception or something to do with, you know, a third person here. Too many people in the picture. A lack of illusion or deception, or a strong sexual desire, but people wearing masks, not being totally open. That's why this cup has not been accepted. Maybe this is coming back around, or That's where the conflict lies, around the acceptance of this cup. The Ace of Cups, a beginning. Remember that the Knight of Pentacles many times could be a lack of movement, but in this deck it does show the horse's hoof being up in the air, so very slow and strategic moving forward. Something taking forever to take off, a new cycle that you've been waiting for, and you're conflicted about it. Let's see what the wisdom of the House of the Knight wants Virgo to know. And we have trapped. We've got the cage that is closed here. Being trapped. Let's read the book. The message. 34. 34 equals a 7. Trapped in a place. Trapped in a situation. Let's see where there's been a lack of clarity. Do you sense that you cannot do what you really want to do because others have expectations of you that you may not be able to fulfill? Do you feel as if you will never get what you want or go where you want to go? Have patience, for truly you are in a temporary prison. Oh my God. That exists in your mind. Your circumstances, no matter what they are, will change, and you will be free to experience the life you wish to lead. In these times, dreaming is the best antidote, and this is the poison, fearing the worst, that there's been deception. And of course, patience, which you are very good with, dear Virgo. Consider the story of the half-raven boy trapped in conflict until he finally follows his heart. Trust in me, for I will show you when the cage doors open so that you can fly free. Wow. So yes, obviously this is what you desire, but there's other things that are standing in your way. You're wanting to take that adventure. The door does open here, we see, and even birds speak to transition. But remember that this is a 12, and that's the hanging man. The hanging man, which does speak to a lack of, understanding, or that there's confusion because of information missing. Pisces, the mask, right? There may be deception here. All this is saying it's only about, it's depends on the time. Remember that the hanging man also speaks to us a form of feeling imprisoned by a situation. And it does say that it's your perception. Now the moon here does speak to a very strong connection. It can also speak to fears. Fears of not knowing, fears of not being able to move towards what it is that your heart, your psyche is pointing you. Your deepest, self, which is our psyche, the moon. The moon is where we feel safe, secure, comfortable. Some of you may be hoping to move home as well, because the birds do speak to transition, can speak to gossip. Be careful who you share your information with. Birds do speak also, birds of a feather flock together. This could be a group effort, or you sharing your information with friends, or maybe not sharing your deepest fears with friends. And you're feeling trapped, but it's only a matter of time. That's what Spirit said, dear Virgo. Anyway, nevertheless, what's at the bottom of the deck? And we've got the Empress. So some of you are maybe sacrificing everything for your children, for your family. The Empress does speak to love, value, the ability to create, and does speak to patience as well. So dear Virgo, we know that you are very, very motherly. It's only a matter of time that you will reap the rewards of what you are working towards, and your sacrifices will be rewarded, I feel here. I will leave you with that. Wishing you well. Thank you so much. Even if this is something that you're creating, keep going. Stay on track, dear Virgo. All will be well. Talk to you soon. Ta-da. Hello, hello, dear Libra, and welcome to Divine Debut. Let's see what's going on with this solar eclipse for you. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, your Venus, your Mars, or your North Node. You can check all those signs out. So where is your North Node facing? Where do you have your Venus? Where is your Mars? Those are the signs that you need to watch as well. So what's going on for Libra, dear Spirit? What's going on? Lots of worry, Nine of Swords. A lot of stress. Why is Libra in this energy? We've got the Three of Wands. So it could be worries concerning a marriage or someone not coming through and offering marriage or something stable to you. This could also speak to business. Some of you may have been working hard, staying up late and working very hard, trying to get stable financially. There's been a lot of worry around it. We've got the Sun and Temperance, beautiful energies, absolutely. And the Nine of Wands. It says that you're still standing. You have been through major challenges. I do believe that those ships will be coming through for you, dear Libra. Leo, Sagittarius, lots of fire, so you're dealing with a fire sign, either Leo or Sagittarius. And Sag can also speak to, this could be a long distance connection as well. We've got the ship, someone's wanting to go on a journey. The Sun does speak to clarity, speaks to warmth, true love, passion as well. But Spirit and Temperance is saying that it's not easy right now. You've got a couple of nines. Nines speak to completion points. But let's see, because you're exhausted. You're not sleeping well. This is your perception, obviously. A lot of worry about things working out in your favor, being able to create what it is. Spirit is also here guiding you, saying that you will come into balance. Your ships have come in. They're on their way. You will be stable. And some of you are wondering if a love connection that could be at a physical distance is truly open for a long-term connection. Now, this could also speak to having difficulty in travel. You could be wanting to connect with someone that is at a physical distance, and that's not easy. The Sun does speak to happiness. The Sun comes through after all that worry, so sense of healing. So stay strong. We've got the mice here, but we've got the fish. So even if you've been going through financial hardships or fearing that you will not be abundant, or that there's been a lot going on behind the scenes connected to other people, information maybe that's missing, you're hoping for an understanding of what's really going on. I mean, the Nine of Wands could also speak to someone that's put up a wall, right? So we go from the 3, 4, and then the 9. Someone that hasn't been communicating. So maybe someone's been going through financial loss themselves, and the fish can speak to a lack of clarity, even though the fish is Pisces. Yes, it's confusion, but it can speak to abundance after all. We've got the dog. So for those of you that maybe even you've got a partner who's stuck outside of your country or where you reside, or someone that you're connected to, don't worry. I mean, if you're worrying that they may step out, that there could be a third person with a dog here, it says that there's a great sense of abundance and loyalty here. So it's more about you and your worry than anything else. Now, this could also speak to here that being loyal to your path and what you've been working on will prove to be very, very satisfying for you. Let's see what the wisdom of the House of the Night holds for Libra with this solar eclipse. For Libra, please, Spirit. And we've got deceit. Wow, number 38. Let's see. Number 38. Right on the page. In the house of night, there is one who has betrayed herself and all those who looked up to her. I'm also warning you that someone may be stabbing you in the back. Wow. Regardless of the circumstances of your question, I warn you about deceit. There will be a price to pay for betrayal in all forms. Only you know how much it will cost. That said, although the energy of betrayal can be seductive, I am stronger. You are forewarned. Now, I don't know if this speaks to deceit from your part. I'm just wondering if there's the deceit. Deceit can come through as someone who is acting like a friend to you, could be very deceptive, and I get a sense of jealousy here. So, as I said, I mean, fish can also speak to, like, fish swim in schools, and the mice can speak to other people. So for one of you maybe out there, maybe there is deception. Maybe there is someone who you're dealing with, someone that could be in a marriage as well. But, you know, the mice can also speak to flaws, other people, deception coming from others, which is weakening you, which is, you know, maybe someone says that they've been trying very hard. They've been working very hard towards this connection, this partnership. Maybe that's where the deceit lies. Maybe there's an imbalance in the workload. There's a couple of nines. And nines do speak to the hermit, and the hermit is Virgo. But the hermit does, you know, they can read between the lines. So be discriminative. Double check. Make sure you're not confusing yourself. Because the cheating could also be in a partnership if, you know, you've been putting in all that effort trying to stabilize something. The sun could give you the clarity of who's been deceptive. But remember that Temperance is saying that Spirit does give you hope that the work that you've put in will at some point provide for you, as long as you stay on track, but keep your eyes open, okay? Because there could be a snake in the grass, which could be a friend as well. Let me take one more card on that dog. Ooh, and we've got a divine masculine, Mars ruled. The deceit could also be someone that's done the dirty. I mean, he's a very sexual, divine masculine. And this could also, what this says to me also, that for those of you that have got a friend, someone who pretends to be your friend, maybe they're very deceitful about what they really feel about you. So this could be more of a sexual connection than someone who's playing on friendship. So deceit can be on different levels, dear Libra. It could be a little bit of deceit or a lot of deceit. So forewarned is forearmed, says the wisdom of the house of the night. So I will leave you with that. Lots of love, lots of light. All the best. Hello, dear Scorpio, and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see what's going on with this total solar eclipse in the sign of Sagittarius. Dear Scorpio, you're a fixed water sign, and you've had a lunar eclipse. The last eclipse, which was 2 weeks ago, that was in your partnership house. So I'm wondering what's playing out for you. Now there's a new moon solar eclipse, which is happening in your, for those of you that are Scorpio sun or rising, it's happening in your house of values, money, self-worth, property. So dear Spirit, for Scorpio, what's going on with this new moon? We know eclipses are amplified new moons. What's going on for Scorpio? We've got the Wheel of Fortune, the Hermit. So we've got Sagittarius and Virgo, two mutable signs, 5 of Pentacles, two people feeling left out in the cold or financially stricken, or a relationship maybe that could be at a physical distance, could be a spiritual one with the Hermit. This could also speak to someone that's looking for the details. Wow. Something is being seen here. Something is being seen. Something will be shown to you, dear Scorpio. Or someone is seeing something about you that you've kept hidden. The Tower speaks to a major shift, an awakening, an aha moment. But this is absolutely beautiful. Tower moments for me. The Tower is usually quite positive, as why, even though it's a difficult shift, it puts us on the right path. And the Six of Wands does speak to these changes, these fated changes that you've been working on, which maybe even affected you financially. There's been hardship. You've pulled it off, I feel here. This major shift, for others of you, is going to show you you're going to successfully catch a thief. Someone maybe that's stolen from you, that's lied to you. There is going to be a discovery here in the Wheel of Fate, Sagittarius, which is where the eclipse will be happening. The shift will bring you success, recognition, maybe through intelligence. You've done your homework. Financially, you're going through changes. This is a love relationship. It's not a very balanced one, and there's differences. Maybe this is a secretive relationship that you are keeping hidden. Could also be long distance. Could also be a spiritual one. But something is being shown here. Some truths are coming to light that will put you at a point of balance and harmony. We've got a 5 and a 6 and a 7. Interesting. Let's see what's going on. So there's an offer on the table. The bouquet speaks to an offer, speaks to romance. Something that's been trying to come through for quite some time. The time is now. The clock speaks to timing. It is Saturnian. And we've got abundance here. So this could be an offer concerning a business dealings here, something that you've pulled off, something that you believed in. Maybe you believed that the shift would not come. Looks like Spirit and Jupiter is helping you expand. You've become all the wiser, or you're becoming very wise. Now this could also be someone that is enlightening you. The fish does speak to abundance. Let's see what the wisdom of the House of the Night wants Scorpio to know. And we know that the Tower is Mars and it's Pluto. Mars speaks to courage. We know Mars is transiting your sign. So I don't know if this is something that you desired, something secretive, but maybe there's been a sense of ego here. The Six of Wands can speak to ego. It's the Leo energy. So we've got Sag, Leo, Virgo. Maybe even Pisces, Virgo, Pisces. Let's see. For Scorpio, what's going on here? Someone is succeeding in also seeing why there's been disharmony, and something's taken, an offer has taken forever. They're seeing the light here. We've got rigid energies. Scorpio, talk about fixed signs, right? Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, and Aquarius. They're the fixed signs. Let's see what this rigidity is all about. Someone who doesn't like change. Now is the time to become more flexible. And that's why the Tower comes in, because someone has been rigid. And to drop your rigid expectations of yourself, and especially of others. Don't be afraid to drop your guard a little too. If you are willing to let others in, you will see a benefit in these connections. That's what the Six of Wands says. Some of you may be in a position of power, or you've been recognized for your successes, and maybe a little bit of rigid energy is there. You need to be more flexible, this says. Another meaning here is that you recognize the wall that others may have put up. Don't take it personally. If they won't let you in, this is their way of coping, and it has little to do with you. So do not take it personally. That's what it's saying. Interesting indeed. Now the fish does speak to Venus in Taurus. So where business and finances are concerned, there is a sense of wealth, and you've been waiting for this. Some sort of an offer is going to, this could also speak to emotional wealth that is coming in. I do feel that there's strategy here, or something that's been taken from you or hidden from you will be shown to you successfully, which will bring you to a point of balance. Or someone that's been very sneaky, very, showing up as very egotistical. It looks like they could be going through a humbling process here. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck, dear Scorpio. And we've got justice. And justice speaks to balance and harmony. So whatever's coming through is a sense of justice for you. Now, justice speaks to balance, harmony. Even if this is anything to do with legalities, you've got someone that's very, very intelligent, showing you the light, someone that's helping you pull this off. So congratulations. All right, dear Scorpio, I will leave you with that. Love and light, wishing you well. I will talk to you soon. Namaste.